Welcome back to the Carnival Flowers video series. This part we're doing part 4, which we'll be doing the roses, which is actually one of my favourite sections of the pattern. I just love how they just pop out and just really make a statement. In this part we'll be doing rounds 24 to 30, and it's pretty simple. It's only just a matter of about 6 rounds. So get your hooks and yarn and we will start part 4 of the Carnival Flowers series. Okay, to start round 24, what we want is our next colour, which I'm using Bastongne. And what we're going to do is make a standing half double crochet around the first single crochet of the previous round. Just make sure I've got the right stitch. Just remove that stitch marker. If you're using gradient yarn, you will need to slip stitch up until the first single crochet, chain 1 and make a back post half double crochet. Next, back post half double crochet around the next 13 stitches, which in essence is the 14 single crochet of the previous round is what you're working around. So pause the video and I'll meet you when I've made the 14. Okay, so I've made my 14 back post half double crochets. Next we want to make a treble fan. So to make a treble fan, we're skipping the next 3 stitches, make a front post treble around the next stitch, chain 1, and then what we want to do is make a treble into that loop on the top here. So you got your front post here and then you got a loop on top. So what we want to do is make a treble in there, chain 2, treble again into that same loop, chain 1, and then front post treble around that same stitch, and that is your treble fan. So to walk you through it again, you make a front post treble around the treble 2 together, chain 1, treble, chain 2, treble into that loop on the top, chain 1, front post treble around that same stitch. Then we want to skip 3 stitches and make a back post half double crochet around the next 14 stitches. So that is how your treble fan should look. So what we're going to do is repeat 14 back post half double crochet, skip 3 stitches, treble fan, skip 3 stitches. So we're going to do that all the way around to the start of our round, and then we'll slip stitch to the first back post half double crochet. So pause the video and I'll meet you back at the start of the round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 24. I've finished with the front post treble fan. What we want to do is slip stitch to the first back post half double crochet And if you're changing colours, fasten off. And that is round 24 complete. You'll probably find that the edges might curl in a bit, but that's alright, because when we work around our popcorns, that will straighten out. Okay, so before we start the next round, I've put a stitch marker into the third back post half double crochet. This is where we're going to be starting our round. Now this round we'll be working into the third loop, so the loop at the back here, and into our chain spaces of our treble, front post treble. So let's start round 25. So round 25 I am using Drachten, which is bright pink. And what we want to do is make a slip stitch into the third loop of that third back post half double crochet. If you're using gradient yarn, you'll have to slip stitch to the third half double crochet in the third loop. Next, we want to slip stitch into the next 9 stitches into the third loop. Now the reason why we're slip stitching into the third loop is because we're basically making our flowers float. Next, we're going to chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches, which is 2 back post half double crochets and the first front post treble, and then we're going to make a treble popcorn, so which is 6 treble, pull up a loop on the last stitch, put your hook through the first stitch underneath the top 2 loops, bring your hook around the back, pull the loop tied back onto your hook and pull through and chain 1 to secure. And that's how you all do it. That's how you do all popcorns, of how you close them up. Next we want to chain 3 and make a treble popcorn into the next chain space. Chain 3, treble popcorn into the last chain space, and then chain 3, skip 3 stitches, so the front post treble and the 2 back post half double crochets, slip stitch into the third loop over the next 10 stitches. So we'll be doing that over 10 stitches. So that will be your repeat for this round. Slip stitch in the third loop, 10 slip stitch in the third loop, chain 3, treble popcorn in the chain 1 space, chain 3, treble popcorn in the chain 2 space, chain 3, treble popcorn in the chain 1 space, chain 3, skip 3 stitches. So that will be your repeat for the round. And pause the video and I'll meet you back at the start of the round with the last treble popcorn. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 25. I've just completed my last treble popcorn. So to finish this round, chain 3 and then slip stitch into that first slip stitch. And fasten off. Now if you're not changing colours, you will need to slip stitch up to the first popcorn. So let's go on to round 26. Okay, for round 26 I'm using Eelde, and to start this round, start with a standing front post single crochet around the first treble popcorn. Next, make 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space, front post single crochet around the popcorn, 3 single crochet in the chain 3 space, front post single crochet around the popcorn. Now we're going to be working back into round 24. Oh, sorry, round 25, then round 24. Next, half double crochet in the chain 3 space after the last popcorn, and then into round 24 we're going to make a double crochet 2 together in the first 2 back post half double crochets, and then double crochet the next 10 stitches, so we're working these in front of the slip stitches. Until you have 2 back post half double crochets left. So we've got 2 left. Do a double crochet 2 together in those 2 stitches. So that's what we work into round 24. It is a double crochet 2 together, 10 double crochet 2 together. Now back up into round 25, we make a half double crochet into the chain 3 space before the popcorn, and then we repeat front post single crochet, 3 single crochet, front post single crochet, 3 single crochet, front post single crochet, half double crochet on the chain in the chain 3 space after the popcorn, and then working into round 24 we make the double crochet 2 together, 10 double crochet 2 together, and then half double crochet in the chain 3 space before the popcorn. So we repeat that around and we'll finish with a half double crochet in the last chain 3 space, and pause the video and I'll meet you back at the start of the round. Okay, so I've just finished round 26, and to finish off I'm just going to slip stitch into the front post single crochet, and that is round 26. So let's move on to round 27. To start round 27, we're going to chain 1 and half double crochet into that same stitch, and then single crochet into the next 7 stitches, so these 7 stitches are all the front post single crochets, the single crochets on the chain 3 space and the middle popcorn. If you read the note for this round in the pattern, it will explain exactly where stitch placement is for you. Next, we're going to half double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So that's the front post single crochet and half double crochet. Then we're going to make a double crochet 2 together, which sits in the double crochet 2 together in the first double crochet of the previous round, and then double crochet in the next 8 stitches, and then double crochet 2 together in the double crochet and double crochet 2 together of the previous round, half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we repeat single crochet in 7 stitches, half double crochet in 2 stitches, double crochet 2 together, double crochet 8 stitches, double crochet 2 together, half double crochet 2 stitches, all the way around, and we'll finish on with 1 half double crochet before we slip stitch to the first stitch. So pause the video and I'll meet you back around at the start of the round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 27 and I've finished with a half double crochet. So what we want to do is slip stitch to the first half double crochet of the round, and that is round 27. Let's go on to round 28, which will be the last round for shaping. So what we've been doing is we've been working over the roses. As you can see that the roses have caused an arch. So what we want to do is shape around them. So this will be the last shaping round. Okay, for round 28, what we want to do is chain 1 and half double crochet in that same stitch, and then half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, single crochet in the next 3 stitches, half double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then we want to double crochet in the next 12 stitches. So the first double crochet will be in that half double crochet before the decrease. One, and the 12th will be in the half double crochet after the decrease of the previous round. Three half double crochet, three single crochet, three half double crochet. Now what we want to do is repeat 3 single crochet, 3 half double crochet, 12 double crochet, 3 half double crochet, and we want to repeat that around, but we'll be finishing with 1 half double crochet, and once we do that we'll slip stitch to the first stitch. So I'm sorry, we'll finish with a double crochet. So pause the video and I'll meet you back around at the start of the round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 28 and I have finished with 12 double crochets. So all we need to do is slip stitch to the first stitch and then we can get on to round 29. Okay, so round 29, to start this round, we chain 2, that does not count as a stitch. We double crochet into that first stitch and then double crochet into the next 19 stitches. So this round will be just increasing our stitches by 12. Obviously the increases doesn't really matter where you place them, it's just how it's written. As long as you have 20 double crochets between your increases, you will be fine. So just pause the video and I'll meet you when I've done my 19. Okay, so I've made my first double crochet and then 19 double crochets. So in the next stitch I want to make 2 double crochets. So that's our repeat around, 20 double crochets, double crochet, increase all the way around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 29 and I've finished with the double crochet increase. So just slip stitch to the top of the first double crochet, not the chain 2, because as you remember it doesn't count as a stitch. And if you're changing colours, fasten off, otherwise we'll continue on to round 30. Okay, for round 30, we're going to be doing a round of back post half double crochet, but we will be increasing on this round as well. So what we need to do is make a back post half double crochet around that first stitch, and then make 20 back post half double crochets, okay, so just pause the video and I'll meet you when we need to do an increase. Okay, so I've made my 20 back post half double crochet and my starting back post half double crochet, so it's 21 in total. Next we're going to do a back post half double crochet increase. So what we want to do is make a back post half double crochet, and then we're going to go around that stitch again, and it should look like that. So I'll do that again. So we go around the stitch and do the normal back post, and then when we do our second one, we're pretty much going in front of that first stitch and around to make 2. So repeat that, 21 back post half double crochet, back post half double crochet increase all the way around, and you'll finish with an increase. So pause the video and I'll meet you back at the start of the round. Okay, so I'm at the end of round 30 and I have finished with a back post half double crochet increase. So to finish off this round, just slip stitch to the first back post half double crochet, and if you're changing colours, just fasten off. And that is part 4 of the Carnival Flowers tutorial. So in part 5 we'll be doing the roses. So thank you for following along, and I hope this has helped you with the shaping around the roses. And yeah, so I'll see you with the next video. Yeah, bye.